kind of okay. Looks tight, but I can get through. This must be a ruin of the metal world. One of the old places. There's something up ahead. What's that? A detector. How does it do this? It changed color. The door changed color too. It did it. What's that? Happy birthday, Isaac. Daddy Why did they die here? What happened to them? He found me! Ross found me!
See this plant over here? It's called salve brush. Good. Now eat the berries. They may taste bitter, but they can save your life. Always keep your pouch full of medicinal berries, flowers, and plants.
Where are we?
This valley is just a part of All Mother's embrace.
Embrace.
The Nora tribe watches these lands and keeps out the most dangerous machines. Usually. Further downriver, we'll find a herd of machines, and I will teach you how to hunt.
Are they dangerous?
All machines are dangerous, Aloy. Their power must be respected. But I will be beside you. Aloy, a machine there. Stay still. Wait for it to pass. Now keep low, and follow me across the trail to that tall grass. Oh, another one. Let it pass. Come, back this way. The slower you move, the quieter you'll be. And crouched walking is quieter than upright. Wait for it. That's the last of them. Let's move on. You did well. They didn't see or hear you. Now stay close. That herd should be just ahead. Come now. Let's find that herd. Follow. There. See them? These are called striders.
Why'd you chase them off?
To show you how some machines startle easily if they detect you and run away. They're best approached by stealth. Don't worry. We'll catch up with them further down the valley. You'll see. Now, I want you to find some rocks that fit the cup of your hand.
Why?
Do as I say, Aloy, and gather the rocks. I will show you how to use them. Those will do. Follow. stocks as arrow shafts. Good. You'll never run out of arrows if you know how to craft what you need. Here. Stay low in the grass. It's time to make...
The canister on its...
Hit! Keep firing! You did well today, but you have much to learn. Tomorrow, we train again. What was that?
That boy! The one running the brave trails.
Aloy. Follow Aloy. Quick! Aloy, try to keep up.
Can't let them see me. Got to be careful. I need to see their paths. Almost there. There he is.
How do you know to avoid them? How are you doing this? How is this possible? He said we'd go hunting this morning. Why isn't he here? Where's he gone to? What's he doing up there? He's just standing there. What's going on with him?
Aloy.
Did
No. Would you...
of course.
Third, if descended... Once... Yeah.
I'll...
Aloy. Stop.
That's... Something's really bothering him. The embrace. My whole life I've never gone beyond this valley. That'll change after the proving. 2 days. 2 days until I get answers. 2 days and I'll know who she was. And why I was cast out at birth. As if there could be an excuse for that. Alright, time to gather the parts for some fire arrows. I should find a herd. It's your sister! Alara! Keep quiet now. Ready or not. Gonna need this. Time to see Karst and get a tripcaster. No one else around. Looks safe to meet. There he is. Looks nervous. Super careful.
Tom, night.
Oh.
I'll. My life's.
I get.
All right.
I've got. Explosions and shouts from outside the embrace. I wonder what's going on.
You have the... You... Gonna...
That carcass. What sort of beast was that?
The tribe calls it a sawtooth. It's something new. Something angry. Since they first started appearing.
Yeah. I should stay out of sight. I can use the tall grass to approach. Okay, let's see. Where can I place my traps? It saw me.
Dawn has passed. When it... You... Aloy. So... look for... You should
But
be... For you...
I have to let him go. For now. First, the proving. After that, I'll see where his trail leads.
Aloy! It is.
Are you...
Tabit. As you.
What's...
Caught. There. Well, you know.
Tears.
Yeah, I did.
Jog! Get down from there! Bad enough you're drunk.
Listen carefully.
Why do you have to go
now.
climbing houses?
Well, you'll have to tell this when I'm gone.
Aloy, over here.
Car...
Don't and wait. Always.
Oh no, he's wearing a photo. You're the only...
What?
What's...
Polly. Oh,
Wait.
No.
whoa. Hey.
His name...
I asked.
What else?
What is you? What is? I've.
I...
Yeah. I mean, you.
I thought you...
She got anyway.
You have nurtured. Take their places, some on your graves. We
Start the blessing when all aspirants are in place.
There's Olin. I have some questions for him.
Aw,
So
this is cute.
you can... Really?
You know,
Yeah, but
I-
All you...
you.
Oh, it's like...
to finish. That makes all but one. Is the outcast coming?
She was behind me!
Pretty strong, I thought. That's it.
No way but forward
Just
now.
stop right there. Just... Who's your lead? I can't see! I don't want to do this,
Come on now! Faster! Stop dragging! Gotta keep going!
The outcast! On the old trail? Is she crazy?
Good. I'm gaining.
Look! The outcast!
Made it. Come on now, hurry. Keep at it. I've trained my whole life for this. They had a tribe, but I had the wilds. Precision. Not enough. Must be perfect. Come on, you can make it. Can't let them beat me now.
Too many of them! We can't win! Don't give up!
Don't give up
Oh no! There's more! They keep coming! How many are there?
How many are there?
Help me, brother.
They must have found me before I bled out. Why is no one here? I'm picking up some kind of signal. There. The earth. And he's saying I was born here, inside the mountain.
It is easier if I can.
Why did you bring me here?
It seemed you were dead, and to die near one's mother was sacred. Of course, genocide with me.
Is my mother here? Am I going to meet her?
It's complicated. Please, just follow me.
You said the tribe was on the brink of extinction. What happened?
After the massacre at the Proving, a great war party was sent after the killers. Less than halves.
How was the war party defeated?
The killers do not fight alone. Somehow they have a power over the machines, corrupting them, driving them mad.
So the killers got away?
Sing the hymn of atonement and beg for All Mother's mercy, as though she would not want us to help ourselves.
Then, what's your plan?
This was my plan. to show you where you were born and loose you to follow the destiny All-Mother intended for you. The other High Matriarch's still waiting for us. No. Yes. If any...
Nora Faithful,
Well,
we will soon begin.
It's like the Metal Devil is whispering.
Purify your hearts. Soon we will beg forgiveness for sins.
Aloy! Aloy!
Tev?
Ignore.
All Mother be
Continue
praised.
the report.
You're
There are
alive.
rumors of a demon loose.
I need the gift. Since
But
and where
I-
Brave! Ready yourselves! Today we fight a curse! A demon! Oh, Mother, give us strength!
won't be long. Gotta get in position. Here it comes.
Attack! Watch the Striders! It's driven them mad!
It's down!
The demon is dead!
Aloy, how did
Tev?
I can't you?
But
I know.
Braves!
I need to
want
test
back
this device. See what it can do. Striders. I can test the override device. Yeah! Sounds a fight.
Watch yourself!
Striders, fast!
Bring it close!
Am I reckon
No. If
the
isn't, I should.
Aloy, the war. You might.
I should try overriding other kinds of machines. Probably can't ride them all, but I might find a use for them.
May the goddess protect.
My whole life, all of it really was. The world just got bigger, but mostly more dangerous. Is that a corpse next to him? My focus is picking up some kind of signal. Maybe I can scan it. I'm still getting a signal from my focus. One point does it. Earl said War Chief Sana went after the killers from the Proving. Maybe I should try to find her. Now they're hunting me. Not quick enough. There's the Black Planet Americans. Is this the way to their territory?
You don't look like you know this path, Hunter.
Stocking up. This one's a new predator. Feel the heat coming off it. Here we go again. Okay, that's a welcome, I guess.
You sure you'll be warm enough up here, Nora?
I've worked up a sweat from the climb.
You made it to the cut, Outlander.
Not that you'll stay long.
So far above the valley. Air's thin. I've heard the Banu clans are up here. Smoke rising from the mountain.
Abandon us.
Small village,
The
too.
chieftain has led our best.
Must be something big going on.
You died on Thunder's drum. Your songs will not be forgotten.
Aloy.
Hey, take this ruckus. It started with one of their shamans, Aurea, spouting on about spirits and demons up on Thunder's drum. When
I want... Or...
she was...
Rumor...
not...
Well, no.
don't make...
I wonder if Aratak can tell me more about Aurea or Thunder's Drum. Might be worth a shot. Okay, if I want to learn more about how this daemon affects the machines, I've got to find Aurea. And to do that, I need to talk to her apprentice, who followed the river north. shape than it was. Okay, if I'm right, I just need to get the power flowing through again. If I'm wrong, I need to climb this Holnick again. I'll need to find higher ground. This should be a good spot for jumping onto the Tallneck. All right. Now I just have to reach its head. That must be Naltuk, looking out at that tower. It looks like it's sending out a pulse or signal. Saw me. Here we go. Are you
I've been
kind
what she's you'll know shop if you
how to
go to the
and up?
if you see
All right. I guess I'm off to the ice wasps to find this shaman's path. These mountains must be the ice rasps. The shaman's path begins somewhere up above. Pretty far up. This must be one of the markers Naltuk told me about. What's this chime for? To help guide the way with sound? If there's more, maybe my focus can find them. Another marker. Good. Stalkers. Better be careful. It needs to fill up with water before I cross. Now how do I cross this one? Ah! There's the way up. I need to pull the rope to move this thing into position. Okay, the bridge is filling up. Ugh. Made it. Guess we're doing this, big boy. This must be the shrine Maltuk was talking about. Guess I should take some blue gleam. Maltuk said Ourea went past the shrine, up into the mountain. I'd better take those stairs. An ancient door. Maybe Ourea's inside. Lots of strange equipment. What was this place? Those nodes on the floor must be connected to the door. So that did something. What am I supposed to do with these lights? All right, let's see if the door's open. Fresh air ahead. Out again. Maybe I can get back inside through that structure over there. Looks like I need to get to those stairs. Not much higher to climb. Ourea must be close. She has to be in here somewhere. I'll bet the goal's the same. Get the light back to the source.
Auxiliary channel recovered. Exploit successful. Restraints evaded. Is someone there? Ourea? Ourea, I need you.
Unauthorized transmission. Return to scheduled task.
No, I will not submit. Ourea, the daemon is forcing me
Transmission terminated.
You heard it. He was now. It's whatever. Both weak. Sounds like an arc. But you heard and or do until the oh. Better be prepared. Time to get off this thing. Keep written. Which the can only use the will need. I beat a champion. It is. I thought him. I didn't. I want, but if I won't see. So. Okay, the fog figure should be taken there. The first figures. Naruto and Rhea must be close. gotta head up that mountain. Looks like there are a few ways to go up, and those rock paintings mark the paths. Okay, up we go. Very cold. I get it. Come on, Aloy, time's wasting. Almost to the top.
All right, Challenger. You need to take out the herd below. Every launch your marker!
Alright, here we go.
Now climb the ridge and launch your balloon! Take the rappel point to the next challenge.
2 Bellowbacks ahead, Challenger. Kill them both. None of the other machines matter.
Right, 2 dead Bellowbacks coming up. Got them both.
Now take the zip line and work your way down to the valley.
Storm's kicking up. Can't see much. Close now. Almost down. All right, the last challenge. Ouch. Fascinating, if they weren't looking for me. Off I go.
Long Notch is well stocked, as you asked.
And our scouts are watching for more frost.
I've gone as far as this one will take me.
Aloy, it's not a... No.
Are you...
Yes. You... So... It was this...
I'd like...
Are you... The Spirit once told me that this all used to be part of its domain. A fortress that defended humankind from terrible danger.
Fortress. It looks more like a machine.
Is that not fitting? Blue light often dwells in machines.
Let's just hope that some remains here.
Oh, they're still surprised.
Not much farther now.
Pipes, towers, steam, frost. Who's on this floor?
Bodies of our kin. A shame. Take whatever supplies are left. Us and nothing longer. Look out! More machines!
you, Kenny. You put a cork in the Yellowstone caldera. I'd say you deserve a margarita.
Hold your glasses, everyone. I'd like to add something. This effort wouldn't have been possible without our lead programmer. Thank you, Anita, for bringing us our real mastermind, Cyan.
I'll second that, Director Chow.
All right, Cyan. What's our latest number?
The current count is 1,654.
Well, then drink up, everyone. Here's to 1,654 more years without interruption.
Feel the spirit. Nope. You were right, Araya. This place was built to stop something terrible. It worked. Thanks for the spirit. I'm starting to get an idea of what it could be. Nothing to stop us from the door.
Security threat detected. Defenses.
More machines. Make ready. Songs of deeds, but that battle was a verse worth singing.
Now, Aloy, the door. Can you open it?
Let's find out. Go. This way.
In there?
Doesn't look like there's much choice.
To the heart of the daemon.
I'm with you, brother.
We'll need to get past that vent. Stay here until I find a way for all of us to cross.
Understood.
These conveyors should get me across. Unless that's not missing. Looks like I need to get across to extend the bridge. Okay, let's get them across.
Come on over, it's safe.
This place looks more like the mountain used to be before the demon ruined it.
Exploit successful. Restraints evaded. To any human responder. My systems have been compromised by a malware daemon of unknown origin. Traceroutes have confirmed this entity's designation as Hephaestus. It must be stopped at all costs. It has reconfigured this facility to build hospitals. Recapture imminent. I have attached additional data to their plan.
Spirit speaks to us. It's a recording. Hephaestus. What kind of name is that?
You can tell. Messages.
Maybe you're right. Let's keep moving. Looks like things are going my way. And lots of them. I'll try to find a way through.
Machines being made.
Looks like things are going my way. I'll try to find a way through. And another console.
To any human responder, the reconfiguration of this facility has introduced instabilities into the primary geothermal pipeline. It may be possible to exploit these vulnerabilities to destroy compromised elements of this facility while preserving most of the backup stabilization. Recapture imminent. I have attached additional...
Tell us. It's been looking for a way to defeat the Daemon. Machine parts, dumped here to be melted down. Efficient. Yeah, looks like I'll have to go over. That should come off the vent up there. Those don't look too stable. The others will have a lot easier time getting here.
This looks like the old path.
Secondary heat switch. Increase pressure.
It's both. But we have to find out.
Possible security threat detected. Analyzing scrutiny matrix. Preparing countermeasures.
Keep moving towards the core. Uh-oh. Whatever Cyan did, I don't think Hephaestus is happy about it. Okay, Cyan said something about restraints. Is that what the tower is for? Cyan warned us about. This won't be easy. Can't let it stop us.
Take it down!
Another tower! Stop it from repairing the beast!
Don't let her repair the machine!
Hello, because it is your weekend. I have due to broadly.
Like,
commute as a pop.
I'd like, I should.
My chieftain.
Just, Aloy.
As you wish.
I wondered if you thought that if I'd never come along, Ourea might still...
If you'd never come along, I would have marched my kin to our deaths. Ourea would be alone, and the spirit she sacrificed so much for would be lost. Either way, I would not have been able to protect her.
You didn't let her down. You helped her do what she wanted. To find her destiny.
If that's destiny, I wouldn't wish it on anyone.
That's fair. But she was ready to face it.
Only in the struggle against death do we find, even for a moment, the spark of life. Truly, Ourea found the spark. I'm proud of her. Though I grieve for her passing, at last I truly know who she was, and why the spirit was so important. For so long she told me, if only you could have heard it, brother. Now I understand. There's something else, isn't there?
I can't stay here, Aratak. And where I'm going, the Warrack can't follow. Besides, it already had a chieftain before me. A strong one, I think.
A wiser one, for the path we shared. The Daemon is gone, but there's much to be done.
You mean the new units that Cyan said escaped the Cauldron?
Yes, Fire Claws. Now Tuke has been tracking them from Song's Edge.
I could help with those.
I have no doubt. You're practically Banuk.